And welcome back. Today we are going to be stuffing this little basket so that it looks like it has some clothes in, and then we're going to put it up in the bathroom. So I've got a few little bitty pieces of cloth here because we won't need much. It's not very big. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip them in a glue and water solution, and then I'm just going to, I don't think I have enough glue. All right, well, you know what? We'll dip them in the glue and water solution to kind of set them up. And then we'll just add a little tacky glue to the mix and kind of crumple them up into balls because they're just going to kind of take up the very bottom of the basket just to give an indication of clothing. And I got this idea from Little Gretchen's workshop. She was doing a basket of clothes for her rooming house dollhouse. And I thought it was really a neat way to, you know, give the impression of clothes being in the basket but not having to have them there. This is not working well for me because I think she had a better glue water solution, and I'm just, like I said, these are just supposed to be, you know, just in the bottom taking up some space. And I also have this blue fabric, and I cut a piece of denim so it would kind of look like, maybe if you could see it, there were some jeans in there. And I may go ahead and stuff the bottom with something also just to raise everything up a little bit. Like Grandma hasn't done laundry for a while. I know that one. Good thing I have a lot of clothes. So yeah, I'm just right now just squishing them into a ball and kind of just moving the tacky glue around on it so that it'll get stiff for me. I want this one to show. I want it to look like Grandma had been out gardening and took her clothes off, took a bath, you know, what you do. And we'll just do that with this blue too. I'm having a better luck with just the stuff like this with just some tacky glue on it here and there. And just kind of wadding it up into a ball. Now Gretchen's came out looking really good, but she is an awesome lady. Awesome. So I can't quite hope to have mine look that good, but oh, look at, guys, this one's fraying really bad. We'll have to cut that off when we're done, but that can wait. I just say these are just fillers. I've done some other things to the dollhouse since you last joined me, a few things, and I really want to show you because I'm really kind of getting super excited. So we'll just leave those little balls there to dry for a little bit. And while we're doing that, I'm going to attempt to make what looks like a miniature sleeve. So it looks like she threw a shirt in there and the sleeve just kind of drapes over the side. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just taking this little piece of fabric and kind of cut it into a sleeve shape. And then I'm going to just glue this piece of blue to the underside. Even isn't really going to matter because what I'm doing is just making a faux cuff for it. So it just kind of looks like a little shirt sleeve. If you hear any coughing, Rob's got a cold too. We both do. I'm going to put glue on this edge. Get glue on that edge. Like so. Oh, I'm off camera. I'm sorry. Got it zoomed in a little bit. Maybe I should zoom out a little more. Oops, wrong way. Okay, so I've got some glue on this side, and I'm just going to turn that over and glue it down. Not going to be fussy because we're just simulating a shirt sleeve here. We're not actually making clothing. Turn it over one more time and glue it down so that it looks like a little cuff. And I'm using quite a bit of glue, and that's okay because I want to make sure it stays like I want it. Not worried if the glue comes through a little bit and shows. It's going to dry clear, and it's, like I said, it's just for looks. So, okay, so now we have a little shirt with what kind of looks like a sleeve that kind of looks like a cuff on it. So let's go ahead and cut those excess pieces off of it. And I really want to turn it and glue it, but I don't know how turning it back around is going to be. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of fold over this cut edge up here a little bit. So I'm going to make a few little nips just so it'll lay better. I know this is a lot of work to go to for something that's not even, you know, really going to be anything. But I'm hoping if I can do it somewhat right, it's going to look the way I want it to. Hope you've all been having a good week so far. I'm off today and tomorrow. And it is hot here still. And they keep saying we're going to get rain, and then for some reason it just goes away before it ever gets here. Which is sad because we really, really, really could use it. Okay, so I'm just going to poke all those little things in there and then try to take my hands and smooth it out a little bit. Just so it's rolled over in case any part of it shows, it'll look clean. Like a nice clean line or a cleaner line. And then I'm just going to tuck these under, I think. I'm just going to tuck the sides under until it's about the size of a mini sleeve, like so. We'll see. And I want a bit of a slant on it because the cuff is always, you know, smaller than the actual sleeve. So just going to press that down. And we're going to do the same on this side. It doesn't have to be perfect because it is going to drape over the side of the laundry basket. Oops, I did not get that turned right. I want more down here and less up here. So I went just backwards of what I was trying to accomplish. And as you can see, it sort of looks like a sleeve. It'll be down under some of the other things. And then what I want to do is I want to just kind of make it so it drapes over the side of the basket like that. So for that, I'm going to need my glue solution, and I think I'm going to put a little tacky glue on the back of this, and I'm just going to run the watered down glue over the top. I did not get enough glue in my water, let's put it that way. Okay, so now that we've done that, so I'll get a good coat. I've draped the basket with plastic wrap because I don't want it ruined, and I just want that little sleeve kind of sticking out like so. Oops, you see that? So I'm going to put that aside now to let it dry. Everything's sticking to my fingers because they're full of glue. Okay, so we're just going to set that aside over here and let it dry. And while we're doing that, I want to show you some of the other things that I've done. Get all this glue off my fingers first. I don't want to be... Alright, so one of the things I've done, if we go up to the... Let's go up to the bathroom. Let's go up there. There we go. Pull you over a little bit so you can see everything. Oops, my camera wants to turn on my tripod. There we go. Okay. So what I've done, and I had asked for suggestions and what people might like to see in my dollhouse, and I had a couple of comments from Bonnie. I hope I'm saying your name right, and I thank you for your comments. They were great. I did, you know, I tried your suggestion, and I liked it. I really liked it, and I did think it gave a little more room to the bathroom. However, the problem is, and Bonnie did have a good suggestion. She really did. She said, why not move the tub over here like this? I believe that's how you were saying it. And then move the sink, I believe, on this wall. The only problem I had with this was the slanted ceiling. I can't put a medicine cabinet or a shelf or anything up above it. So what I did do is I went ahead and just put a little shelf. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. put a little shelf back here along the wall that is going to sit right behind the tub. And that way she can have her soap and shampoo and body wash and all that sitting on that shelf along with, you know, maybe some wine, a candle, something like that. Grandma likes to pamper herself. And I found, this is a little big, but they do make big ones. I saw one at Ross the other day when I was shopping. I thought it was cute. I found this guy. Where are you? Ah, there you are. I found this guy, okay? And I thought he'd be so cute sitting up here on this shelf. Zoom in back there. He's kind of peeking over the tub. Oops. See him back there? Well, there's a cute story behind these guys, and I want to share it. I got him at work, and one staff we have who's in our medical services department, she decided to play a prank on our person who's the coordinator of day services. Now, our person who's in charge of that is always saying she needs to get her ducks in a row. She's such a busy lady. I don't know how she does her job, but she's amazing. And so she's always saying she has to get her ducks in a row. So the other lady found a bunch of these, ordered a bunch of these little ducks. And every day she would go in when the other lady wasn't in her office, and she'd leave a few ducks. And the next day it would be a few more ducks and a few more, until one day she said she had ducks from almost the doorway all the way through the lady's office on the floor, because she had a ton of these ducks. And the lady just couldn't figure it out where all these ducks were coming from. And so finally she did find out that the other one was pulling a prank on her, and she thought it was so funny, and we all did. So now these little ducks get left. Where is he? Come here, guy. They get left. We'll just hold him like that. They get left around the areas where we work, and if we find them, we get them. So I found this guy. I found a couple more. And so, yeah. So when I was doing this bathroom, I thought, well, why not? Why shouldn't Grandma have a rubber duck in her bathroom, you know? So yeah, that's how the story of the little duck came about. I did put that shelf in. I also made a shelf out of, where are we? We're up here. Zoom out. Whoops. Zoom out. And I made a shelf unit to go in here for like the towels, washcloths, cleaning supplies, you know, anything like that Grandma may need. And this does not open down here. I may make it look like a door, but it doesn't open. So that's just going to sit there beside the sink, like that. And it's still going to give me room for a very narrow little, just a small medicine cabinet back there. And then once the little basket is all done, it will fit back here in the corner. Oops, I shouldn't do that while I'm gluing, but you know me. And then that's going to sit back in the corner, and let me try to bring the tripod around. Because when you, you see the dollhouse in person, you will see the little basket of clothes sitting back there. You can, so yeah, that's what we're doing with that so far. I hope you all don't think I'm crazy and enjoy it. And by the way, let me know what you think of the new intro to the channel. I wanted something that was kind of unique, crazy. It is the miniature madness of me, and I wanted something that was kind of crazy and off the wall, because that's kind of what I like. I like to be fun. So, yeah, let me know what you think. If you don't like it, well, it's probably going to stay for a while, because I had to get my brother to do it, but he loves doing animation, so that's fine. So, animation by Rob Gleason, my brother. Okay, let's go back down, because I want to show you the kitchen. I have done something in there. Let me see. Oh, okay, let me see if I can bring the tripod down. So you're not looking down at it, but you're looking straight at it. And it's a little dark in there, but we'll be fine. Okay, so what I've done is I took this little table. I had originally bought it for the Beacon Hill, and I just put some stain on it because I needed a small table, and you know, I can get another one of these. Minimum World has them. They're not expensive, and I can get another. Also, what I've done, let's zoom in a little bit. Let's get the fridge and the stove out of the way. Is I have, see if we can come down just a little bit more and then bring you up so you can see. I have, let's bring you around. I have put a little set of lace curtains back here. I kind of like them. I'm not sure if they're going to stay, but probably. But right now they are on, they are just put on with some beading wire as rods. I took my little hand drill for doing wiring and I drilled some holes in there, and then I stuck the wires into that. And I did it with only tacky glue because I was not sure if I was going to leave them or not. So let's zoom out a little bit. Whoops, we just go the wrong way. Holy cow. Okay, and I still have room for the fridge, for the stove next to it, and then the little table will sit back here with a couple of chairs. It can always be pulled out if more people are dining, but for right now it's just going to kind of sit back there with a couple of chairs. So I thought that worked out pretty well. Not the space I'd like, but better than nothing. So that's what I've done to the dollhouse so far. The little sleeve is getting dry, but I think that's going to take a little while. So while it's drying, I'm going to go and hunt up some other stuff that I want, and I will be back in a little while. Bye for now. Oh, and I'm back. So welcome back. I have decided that I am going to use this little piece of pink and white, very tiny print fabric. I love it. And I'm going to make a little scarf to go on top of the little shelf unit that I made. Oops. Before I do that, though, I'm kind of excited because I ordered from Amazon, and my order came, and I got some diamond glaze, which I've wanted for a long time. Stuff looks really cool, so I'm hoping I can get as good a results as other people I've seen. And I ordered some clay tools for my polymer clay, and they also came, so that should be fun. I've got the cheap clay tools, but I didn't have any of the good silicone ones, so I just ordered those, and I think they're going to be a lot of fun. I'm not only going to be making a lot of things, hopefully on camera for you, out of polymer clay for this dollhouse and my other ones, but my brother does dioramas, and he needs some little space aliens. So I'm kind of excited about that, doing that one. So let's get with it here. So I decided to leave the one edge. The one edge is fringed where the fabric frayed out, and I decided I'm going to leave that, but I am going to turn under these other edges, and then I'll be putting lace on the sides. So I don't believe that this is a true antique lace. It looks like it. It kind of feels like it. It might be. I do have some, but whatever it is, that's the lace I've decided I'm going to use. So let's glue this up. And the little clothes basket is dry and up in the bathroom, and we'll go up there as soon as I get this done. So I'm just going to, I think first I think I'm going to turn in the side edges, and I'm just going to glue it. You don't need to sew. I'm just going to push it down so that it all catches nicely. There's a little edge here that needs to be spraying a bit. I don't want that. And I'll put a little on this side, and I'm just using the tacky glue. It's sticking so good. Oh, that was too much. Did you guys see that big old glob? Alright, well, we don't need that. And then we'll just turn in this edge just a little bit like we did the other. Are you still with me? No, I'm off camera. Sorry. I'm just turning in that edge just a bit. Then all we're going to do, this is so simple, so quick. All we're going to do is turn in this little back edge and put the lace on. So glue all over my fingers. Put that down a little bit. And there is a wrinkle, but I'm going to be pulling this over the top of the little shelf unit that I made. So the wrinkles will pull out when I get that done. And I've got a corner that's kind of sticking out. I'm just going to cut it off because it's not going to matter. The glue is going to hold everything tight. So this is a quick project. Let's get some lace on here. I'm just looking for the right side of lace. It does have a right and wrong side, and I know all of you who sew know this, but it does, if you can feel a raised surface, it's the right side of the lace as a rule. I'm feeling it more on that side. I don't know if I like, I know I like this side better. This has got to be the front. if it's not, we're gonna say it is. So yeah, we're just gonna say that it is, because I like that side better. There's a little tiny difference, and you can really only see it when you're close to it. And I am not going to worry about turning the edges under because I don't think that's going to matter. I just want it to lay at the ends of the little, well, to me it looks like what they used to call dresser scarves. Oh my goodness, my grandma had those. My mom had them when I was little. Everybody had a dresser scarf, I guarantee it. And it was a strip of cloth, and a lot of times it was embroidered. Mostly they were white, but they could be other colors. Some people crocheted them. And they went over the top of your dresser, I suppose, just to protect the top and the finish. And everybody. And they had piano scarves, which went on top of your piano. And, oh my gosh, I remember all that stuff. I remember it. Oops, because my grandma's had them. My mom had them. Just about everybody back in the day had them. But I suppose it was, you know, they didn't want their furniture to be ruined. And I get that. No, I can't tell the difference. Oh, all right. Hey, don't do that. No. Be nice. Get over here. I am talking to the fabric, guys. I am talking to my fabric. And now the edge is rolling under. Oh my gosh. Unroll. If you don't unroll, I'll have to cut you off and start over. Ha, there we go. Just didn't want to be cut off and... Yeah, okay, get on there. Now it's sticking to everything because I've got glue all over me. Oh, that one looks really... That end looks really ratty. We're going to get rid of that. So I'm going to cut it off anyway. I'm just going to cut off where the glue is because... Yeah, it's not so good. I believe this might actually be actual vintage lace, which is cool. Now, do I still have enough glue on the fabric to stick the lace down? I do. Okay, well, we're just going to cut it off right there. Put the lace to the side. Grab my little cabinet. I'm going to just put glue down all over it up here. Make sure I get the edges good. Oops. I knew that when I was making this I was going to cover it with something, so I didn't bother doing a really fancy top. I've had that in mind ever since I built it, was just to cover it up with something, because I guess that's what a grandma would do. Mine would have. And I'm gluing it down because, let's face it, the shelf is just made out of mat board, so it's not like something that, you know, is going to be, whoops, there goes my lace off, something that is going to be really near and dear to my heart, so it's just mat board. And my lace is falling off. Well, that works. Let's stick it back down while we're sticking everything else down. There we go. That side, we got to fix this side, it's coming up a little bit. That must be the one I had the problem with because it's almost dry. Let's get some more glue on there and see what we can do. Nothing's ever, you know, I mean, you can always do something if something doesn't turn out quite right. Or you can scrap it and start over. Me, I'm just gonna stick it back down there. And it should hold. And there, we have a little We have a very crooked piece of lace. We have our little scarf, as I'm going to put it, a little like dresser scarf on top of our shelf. We're going to put that back up in the bathroom. I will take you up with the camera so that you can see what's going on up there. And hopefully I can move the tripod over just a bit. Let's go up first. Let's crank it up. I don't want to go too far. It tends to fall out of the holder. And then I gotta deal with it. No, thanks. Okay, now we need to move the tripod over so that you can see into the bathroom. Let's zoom in. See if we can see that little basket. Oops, we're gonna move you just a little bit more, so. See that back there in the corner? There's a little basket. It's got the little sleeve. Maybe it looks more like a pajama pants, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe those are Grandma's pajamas. I don't know. Then we'll zoom back out and a little more. Turn you just a tiny bit. I know adjusting this camera is kind of a trick. Sorry about that. Zoom you in. Oops. A little hair. And there is the top of our little shelf with the little scarf on top. And I think that's probably just about going to wrap it up for today. I will be back on Monday. And maybe we will be doing some clay, some stuff with polymer clay at that time. Because I really want to, before I really get the kitchen going, I want to make some food so I know what I'm going to put where, what I'm going to need for dishes and that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's it. I want you all to know how much I really appreciate your being here. I want to thank Bonnie. Hope I said it right. I want to thank her for her ideas. Unfortunately, I needed a mirror in the bathroom and couldn't really put it up on the slanted ceiling. But it was a great idea. She also gave me an idea for the bedroom, which I'm really considering, and I'm going to be just kind of trying out here because I agree with her. It would probably save some space. And I am all about, I've been complaining about not having enough room, so I'm definitely going to try that out, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you all again for joining me. We're heading toward the weekend, and I hope you all have a really good one. Bye for now. Oh, by the way, could you please hit like and subscribe? It does help the channel out. Thank you so much. We'll see you. Bye.